Word 1 to 3, PMR-30.
Hello again, ladies and gentlemen. It's Learn 1, 2, 3 Guns and Guitars, and today I want to talk to you about the Kel-Tec PMR-30. This is a 22 Magnum handgun with a 30-round box magazine, triple stack, 22 Magnum, 22 WMR Winchester Magnum rimfire. Flat to the bottom, so high capacity. A lot of people don't like these. They say they jam a lot. They're kind of picky with ammunition, but some of the features, we got our slide lock, slide release. We got ambidextrous safeties, thumb safeties right here. Okay, we have I guess you could call that an ambidextrous magazine release. Just press that button and it should fall right out. Sometimes it doesn't though. Sometimes it holds the bolt open when it's empty. Sometimes it doesn't. About a 4 or 5 inch barrel on there. These fiber optic night sights. The ammunition this weapon is reported to prefer is CCI Maxi Mags and Remington 33 grain high velocity. You really want fast burning powder, and you want some of the highest power 22 Magnum rounds that you can get to fire this thing.
But first, why don't we address this little issue right here? It doesn't have a front sight.
Now, when I acquired this gun, it was missing a front sight. I got it used, and I was wondering what else was wrong with it, but it seemed to function fine and everything, so I went ahead and got it and ordered a front sight for it, which after 10 shots was also lost in the pasture. Kel-Tec was really nice and sent me another front sight at no cost. So they got it to me in about 1 week. Let's go ahead and open it up. So what you get in this kit is the Allen wrench and a little instruction book. So the problem was that this sight just slipped in under finger pressure, and they're not supposed to do that. They're supposed to be tight usually with a dovetail, but that's probably why they had these set screws. Okay, so we're gonna probably devise some system using Loctite or epoxy to keep this front sight from ever coming off again. If you're wondering what this blue tool is, it actually holds 2 additional different colored posts. It has one green transparent, one red transparent, and a white opaque front post that you can change out with this tool. And it also holds extras in the tool as well. So let's get this thing into the workshop and see if we can keep the sight on it before we take it to the range.
Now, field stripping the Kel-Tec PMR-30 is a little bit different. There's no easy finger-only method to strip this weapon. It's something I don't like about it. But you're going to need a punch and a hammer. You don't really need to whack the snot out of it. And of course, we make sure that the chamber is empty. Should be facing the right. You'll notice this pin is skinny on one side and fat on the other. You can't fit the fat side through a skinny hole, so hit it on the skinny side. Prop it up on something like that. Like I said, it doesn't take a lot of force. Pull that pin out of there, and if it's cocked, it comes right off. You don't have to pull the trigger or anything, okay? Just pull it forward. If it's cocked, it'll come right off. Now we got to remove the mainspring. Just pinch it real hard right here. You're going to pull this way with this hand and hold this piece in place so it doesn't come back with it. And then the spring just lifts out of there. Then you remove your buffer. Slide this block forward. It can be removed now once the barrel is in the proper position. Okay, it only fits one way. And then the barrel will lift out as well. Reassembly is just the reverse procedure. Put that forward, put your block back in, place the buffer, it only goes one way. Note the round sides, and also note these divots right here. So it only goes in one way. Then replace your mainspring. Now this is all captive, so you don't have to worry about the springs coming off the rod or anything. If they do, you might want to consider replacing some parts. And then all the way down, slides right back on. And then fat side on the left side. and you can just tap that right back in. Ready to rock. Ready to rock. So now let's put the sight on it. These dovetails are supposed to be pretty tight, so I'm thinking maybe somebody filed on it here. These are typically not supposed to just slide in like that. So I'm probably going to put some Loctite here, see if that holds it, and be real careful, not fire it in rapid fire at all, so that I don't lose my sight in the pasture again. Now, as you can see, there's two little divots from the original set screws here. What I'm going to do is take this punch and this hammer, and I'm going to knock just a little extra divot there for those set screws to bite into. Then I'm going to use a little bit of this blue Loctite. It's not red, just the bottle's red. And I'm going to hopefully have a sight that stays on. Now I'm preparing, shaking up my blue Loctite. I'll put a little goop right here, a little bit of goop right there. Then we're going to slide it in and tighten the snot out of it after we center it. And I'm really going to tighten the snot out of them. I'm going to try to center it the best as I can. You really want these to be super tight so you don't lose your front sight. It's actually a pretty common problem with this weapon. And now we got a front sight. Pretty. To the range. Now, as you can see, I've got some circular rimfire targets here. I've got cans that are sitting on my target hangers, and I've got my eye and ear protection on, about to go range hot. Safety off, chamber the round. Let's see if this thing works. By the way, these are CCI Maxi Mag. I should probably confess that that was not a full 30 round magazine. That was 26 rounds, but still no jams. The previous 3 magazines were full 30 round magazines and each had 1 jam using CCI Maxi Mag 40 grain ammunition, hollow point and flat tip. Now let's take a look at the targets. Some fresh hits. So fairly accurate, and also look, the sight didn't fly off this time. Now, I can definitely speak to the reliability of this firearm more than my accuracy, untrained, still getting used to this trigger, and possibly not sighted in. But it sure went bang every time. I hope you guys had as much fun watching this video as I had making it, and I hope that you learned something today. If you like what you saw, click that subscribe button, click a thumbs up, and like the video. This is Learn 123 Guns and Guitars signing out. Thanks for watching.
Learn 123 PMR-30.